Hi, I'm Todd Crossley. At Gary Crossley Ford, we love supporting our community. That's why we invite you to celebrate with us during the Crossley Season of Giving. Join us Saturday for our dog adoption event benefiting our furry friends at Midwest Animal Rescue. We'll have vets from Eagle Animal Hospital, trainers from Casey Elite Dog Training, and pros from Bentley's Pet and Stuff to answer all your questions. And of course, lots and lots of dogs for adoption. Join us all month long for the Crossley Season of Giving. That's just part of the Crossley difference. RSVP at GaryCrossleyFord.com.
We're at Crossley Ford here in Liberty, Missouri. Just, what is Kansas City, Missouri?
We call ourselves Liberty. We run with that. We're fine with being Liberty.
Liberty, home of Jesse James. What else is here? A lot of stuff.
A whole lot here. Come on. It's Liberty.
I've come up here and do day trips, man, all the way from Kansas City.
I know one thing. Topeka isn't that far away, Joey, because that's why I'm here, and I can't wait to get out there, represent Gary Crossley Ford out at Topeka Heartland Park Speedway, and we're prepared to put up some big numbers out there this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm here with Bob Tasca the third. Oh, we got some win things going on here. We're with Bob Tasca the third. He is the driver of the Shelby NHRA Gary Crossley Ford funny car. Yeah,
you got it.
It's in town.
And we're not rounding up at all.
No?
We're not rounding up. We're going to go 3.8 seconds is the goal this weekend. And the last time I told Joey we ran 3.96, Joey goes, we'll just round up to 4 seconds. Joey,
all right.
No.
Joey, we don't round up drag racing.
No? Is that not how it works, Todd?
Absolutely not.
You've been around racing a long time. At Gary Crossley Ford now sponsoring, well, now 2 years in a row sponsoring Bob Tasca.
Yeah, it's a huge deal for me to be able to do it. Bob's a good friend of mine, and he runs a great program and a great car, and he's been a diehard Ford guy the whole time like me. And obviously, Heartland Park's my favorite track in the country, so to be able to do it at this track and this fast of a track and a big weekend like this, it's huge.
I can tell you, just from being from Topeka and being around Heartland Park, Topeka, and the NHRA drags for probably 15 years, this is a big deal to the capital city of Kansas, and you're heading in. You've done Charlotte. We were with you at Charlotte a few weeks ago, but now Topeka. What's Topeka mean to you? You've done some good stuff here.
Oh, this is one of the fastest tracks in the country. I mean, it's the fastest funny car track in the world. You know, last year the cars ran over 330 miles per hour. It's just unbelievable how the air, the altitude really mates well with the track. I mean, these funny cars put up record numbers last year, and coming out of Charlotte with that 396 run at 323 miles per hour, you know, last year at this time we were struggling to break into the 3-second barrier. I think we ran 4-second flat runs out here last year. Yeah. And now we're coming in, you know, well into the threes, and you know, this Gary Crossley Nitro Funny car, I believe, can run, you know, sub 390s at 330 miles per hour this weekend. So it's a treat for me because I get to drive a hot rod and be a Ford car salesman this weekend. So we're going to be out there pitching my dear friend Todd Crossley and his you know, great facility that you see behind me. I've been to many Ford dealerships all over the country and so impressed with his organization. He's in a 20 group that we work together. So outside of Rhode Island, this is the only place I recommend and I pitch. So if you're going to be out the track this weekend and you love to see a Ford out there racing, you can thank the guy to my right. That's why we're here.
Yeah, so part of the Ford family too. What does this mean for, you know, Ford dealerships like you that see one of your own out there going 300 miles an hour?
Well, that's huge. I mean, there's a lot of Ford fans out there, not just the dealers and all the customers and all the Ford drivers for years and years. To see a big fast Ford out there running is important, so I'm glad to be able to help. And I was super impressed. I couldn't believe Bob did this, but he promised me the fastest run of his life, and I was like, holy shit, Bob, that's pretty strong, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, no, I can't let my buddy down, so no holds barred. You know, I had some good conversations with my crew chiefs on the way out here. This is our third race of the season. We had a very good showing in Charlotte, and we're ready to hit it hard. So we got a few changes to our clutch setup that we want to make coming into this race because we know how to run 395, 392. We want to get this thing into the 380 bracket at 330 plus miles per hour, and don't be surprised if you see this Crossley Nitro Funny car do just that this weekend.
That's amazing. I do tell you, as a Topeka native, my mother said if you guys want to stop by for dinner Friday night after the under the lights, yeah.
What did she make it?
Pot roast, is that cool?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, look at me. She knows how to cook. Look at her son here.
We might bring about 8 guys with me, so tell her to make it a little extra.
That's awesome. All right, we're here at Gary Crossley Ford. Make sure you get to the races this weekend. You can go to NHRA.com to get some tickets and stop by and do what I did and buy your vehicles here at Todd's place, Gary Crossley Ford. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Joey.
To every single child that was in need, that needed a variety gift. Hold your applause, because it's not about variety. It's about the people that fund variety, like Gary Crossley Ford. It's about the family that we have here. All of the employees that you see that are helping today, that put on an event like this, that actually sponsored our Radiothon in July to raise money to buy an adaptive bike and helps our fundraiser at our variety show. That's how we raise the money to buy this equipment. That's how we are able to help Kansas City community belong. So please, from the bottom of your heart, let's get a round of applause for all the employees and the staff at Gary Crossley Ford for supporting variety. It's amazing to us. It's truly a blessing that they believe in inclusion of all kids. Because as you know, sometimes we are an invisible population that isn't included in everything that's available. And we want our kids to be treated like every other child. And sometimes it's just a piece of equipment. It's not being able to treat them differently. We just want to give them the equipment they need to participate in life. And today, we are presenting 3 adaptive bikes from Todd Crossley, and I'm going to have him say a few words.
Thank you very much, Deb. Thank you guys all for coming out. And I know variety is very close to all your hearts, as it is ours too here at Gary Crossley Ford. All the employees join in, my whole team, my whole family. This is a big deal to us, and it's a big deal that you're all here. And it's a great charity to be able to help the kids the way they do and all the things Deb does. I know she doesn't like to get applause for herself. Can we get applause for Deb? Everyone here knows without you that this doesn't work. So thank you very much. We know. But thank you guys very much for coming. Thanks everybody that helps get these bikes and helps the charity as a whole. Thank you, thank you. And let's show it to the kids. Grace, you ready? Who's going to pull it off for her?
Delaney, do you want to pull it off?
Delaney's going to pull it off.
Should we count down to 5?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come here, Gracie. Here's your bike. What do you think? Huh? That's your bike. All right, Hayden, you ready, buddy?
Hayden? Oh, Hayden, that's outside. We've got someone. If you look over there, we'll wave to Andrew. He's going to pull it off. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Hayden. Ready, March?
Ready?
And you gotta help me here.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You like the color? Match the Cookie Monster.
Let's get all the families in for a quick picture right here. If that's okay. Todd, stay right there.
Yeah, we appreciate Todd and Gary Crossley Ford and the whole team. We're getting ready to try to process about 50,000 toys if we can.
Awesome.
This is the team right here, and this is done. We're going to simplify and hoorah and Marine Corps you all to death, man. We appreciate the love, man. Those kids are going to be happy this year, man. I'm telling you, we're trying to get it done. Yeah, it takes
Marines coming through once again.
That's right. It takes everybody. So,
Alright, you guys be safe out there. We'll see you after we put you on.
okay, thanks. Okay.
See you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, sir.
You may be interested to know that you can adjust the brightness of your Sync 3 touchscreen, turn it off, or set it to automatically dim the display in low light conditions. Let me explain. Using your Sync 3 touchscreen, touch Settings in the bottom feature bar. Then swipe left and touch Display. There are 3 modes to choose from: Auto, Day, or Night. Auto will automatically switch between day or night modes depending on lighting conditions. To turn the auto dim feature on or off, which enables or disables the automatic dimming of the display brightness based on ambient lighting conditions, simply slide the button to the right to turn it on, and to the left to turn it off. Selecting day or night sets the screen's brightness as the default and will not change based on lighting. To manually adjust the touchscreen's display intensity at any time, touch the Brightness tab and use the left arrow to dim or the right arrow to brighten. Finally, to turn the entire display screen off, just touch the Display Off bar at the top. To turn it back on, simply touch anywhere on the screen. Any questions? Go to owner.ford.com. Your vehicle may have a convenient feature that can help prevent your front wipers from icing over while parked. A heating element at the base of the windshield warms the windshield where the wipers lie, which helps prevent snow and ice buildup so they won't freeze to the glass. This helps keep the wiper blades pliable in cold weather so they make contact with the glass over the entire arc for a clean sweep. To activate, simply press the rear defrost button, or using your key fob, press the lock button, then the remote start button 2 times. And if your vehicle is equipped with Sync Connect and you have FordPass downloaded, you can conveniently activate it from your smartphone. From the app menu screen on your smartphone, just touch the vehicle controls card, then remote start. It's that simple. Any questions? Go to owner.ford.com. Your Ford may have a unique feature designed to alert you if it senses a potential collision in front of you with a vehicle or pedestrian. As a matter of fact, a new enhanced camera on the Pre-Collision Assist with Pedestrian Detection feature may help drivers avoid rear-end collisions with other vehicles and avoid pedestrians crossing in front of them during day and nighttime driving. The system uses radar and camera technology that scans the road ahead, and if a collision risk with a vehicle or pedestrian is detected, it'll provide several warnings to the driver. A row of red warning lights will illuminate on your windshield, a warning chime will sound, and a warning message will appear in your information display. If you don't react and continue to get closer to the vehicle or pedestrian after the alert, the system pre-charges the brakes. And if you don't press the brake at all and an accident is imminent, the system can automatically brake if needed, which may help reduce the severity or even eliminate certain frontal collisions. Any questions? Go to owner.ford.com. Your vehicle may be equipped with a unique feature that incorporates smart shift logic with all-new real-time adaptive shift scheduling, which monitors driver input and powertrain signals to ensure you're in the right gear at the right time, providing the best combination of drivability and performance. Let me explain. At times when accelerating or decelerating, and depending on conditions, the 10-speed transmission may skip gears as the vehicle accelerates, or during rapid braking. For instance, upon moderate acceleration, you may see it go from first gear to third gear to fifth, and so on. The reason for this is to get to the highest gear faster while staying in the peak RPM range, in turn giving you the best possible driving performance. And during rapid braking, you may typically see it step down from third gear to first gear, for example. Also, when applying heavy acceleration while at cruising speed, when passing for instance, the transmission may step down multiple times, such as 10th to 6th or 8th to 3rd for quicker acceleration to allow passing. Keep in mind, at light pedal acceleration or gradual braking, single step up or down shifts will generally occur, meaning you could go through each gear one by one. All of this is normal and designed to provide smooth and quiet performance. One more thing. Depending on which drive mode you're in, the transmission will shift differently. Normal, tow haul, snow wet, Eco Select, or Sport. Press the drive mode button multiple times to toggle through each mode. Here if you have a column shifter, or here if you have a console shifter. Tow haul, snow wet, and Sport modes will almost always use single-step shifts. Eco Select functions just like Drive or Normal mode, where it automatically determines the proper shift sequence for the best drivability. Most typically, multi-step shifts. Any questions? Go to ford.owner.com. You may be interested to know that your Ford has a feature that allows you to open and close your liftgate without using your hands or pressing any buttons. Let me explain. To open your liftgate, simply kick your leg forward and back under the center of the rear bumper below the license plate. Then step back to give the gate space to open. To close it, you can kick your leg under the bumper again or simply push the liftgate close button located on the bottom of the liftgate. Here. If you don't want to use the hands-free capability, you can always use the liftgate button on your key fob, the button on the instrument panel, or the button located on the liftgate handle just below the license plate. One more thing. If your vehicle is equipped with an available trailer tow package, to open or close the liftgate, just kick under the bumper to the left or right of the tow hitch. Any questions? Go to owner.ford.com. You may be interested to know that your hybrid electric vehicle can show you where and how the power is being distributed to help monitor its usage. Let me tell you about it. Your vehicle has a power flow status screen that visually displays the power usage in real time. To access it, from the home screen, touch Apps on your Sync 3 touchscreen, then Power Flow. The Power Flow screen will appear and you'll see your vehicle's current operating status, either idle, hybrid drive, electric drive, or charging high voltage battery. Now, depending on which status you're currently running in, such as electric drive mode when the engine is off, you'll see a blue power flow path indicating which components are in use. In this case, power from the battery is being used for accessories like the climate control, high voltage electric heater or air conditioning compressor, and other low voltage accessories such as the radio, fans, or heated seats. You'll also notice power flowing to the electric motor, which is driving the wheels. Circles are shown to help gauge the power being used by each component. The bigger the circle, the more power that's being used. When braking or coasting, you'll see power flow back from the drivetrain to charge the battery. This represents active regenerative braking. When more power is needed, the gasoline engine will turn on. For instance, when driving on the highway, under heavy acceleration, driving in low gear, or while the battery is in charge mode. You'll see a gray power flow path when it's switched to hybrid power. The flow begins at the fuel tank and goes to the engine, and then to the wheels. Any questions? Go to owner.ford.com.